confused, but my...
Nah, this can't be real, chat. Did he really shoot that man over that?
Can I get a pack of Capri ones when you make that long?
He said, I got that smoke too. I got
19.
that fire. So basically, he just telling her he got some gas.
That good smoke.
I got that good smoke.
Station overnight turned deadly. Now police are searching for a shooter.
Our Sarah Maki was in Grand Crossing talking to employees about the murder just feet from their front door.
Caller states that a person is shot on the ground. The male is not breathing. We got fire rolling that way.
Before the two left.
Says he's shot in the head. Multiple cases.
Police were here 4 hours collecting evidence and returned later for the surveillance video.
Were they on foot or in a car? They fled in a white vehicle, unknown make or model. The female was wearing a brown jacket, black leggings. That's all the info they have at this time.
The crime scene going to consist of around 11 shell cases, a vehicle with a plate, white socks, and then our victim.
Some people are best described the dude we talk about today as a simp. A dude that's tender, but that's what we got here today. Fam, today we talk about a story that highlights how some people just can't help but hate. And sometimes that hate lead to devastating consequences. Today we talk about a man in his early 40s who was riding in the passenger seat of his girlfriend's car and still got the nerve to be upset of another man. And according to surveillance footage that we'll later break down, this man got upset because another man looked at his girlfriend. Now I'll let you be the judge on a scale of 1 to 10 on how you a rate her. But of course on this platform we don't give opinions. We simply call it what it is. Sometimes it's just plain and obvious when someone is acting out of pocket. And in this case, the situation we talk about today escalated far beyond what anyone should consider acceptable. Now what's even more tragic is that this man who seemingly had nothing going on for himself took a life on camera, all over a glance, a look that's often harmless to most. In this video, we'll go over his story, examine his criminal history, and pay our respects to the victims involved. It's a stark reminder that sometimes people's insecurities or anger can turn a moment of jealousy into a permanent tragedy. But nonetheless, we break down what happened, analyze the players involved, and reflect on the serious consequences of letting hate and ego get the better of us. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. Right. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Fam, meet Jonathan Robinson, 41 years old. He's from Chicago, Illinois. He's the suspect in the video on why we're here today. But before we go over his current situation, I want to take it back to a situation just 15 years ago, back in 2010, when Robinson was just 31 years old. He was a part of a home invasion with a man named Leroy Owens, who shot and killed a 72-year-old man who went by the name of Anthony Eglin as they robbed his home in the Morgan Park neighborhood of Chicago. The incident happened August 20th, 2010 on the 10,800 block of South Saginaw Street. Now, a couple people testified during this case. One of the people, who was allegedly there with the man, Keishona King, she testified that she arrived with the man at his residence at around 11 p.m. and watched movies. During the night, a masked man later identified as Owens entered the room, pointed a gun at her, and threatened to kill her. She heard gunfire downstairs, saw Langford's father injured, and later identified Owens at the police lineup. Though she did not see the defendant that night, Langford Eglin confirmed he was at the house with King, noticed the open trunk of his mother's car, and saw the defendants jump down from a window. He heard threats and saw Owens with a gun, which led to a confrontation, where Owens pointed a gun at him, and he later identified Owens in a lineup. Langford acknowledged possession, drugs, and cash, but was told he wouldn't be prosecuted for drug offenses. Now, Robinson was allegedly the driver for Owens, and he later confessed and cooperated with local authorities, which explained why he was here 15 years later and not arrested for murder. Fast forward May 14, 2025.
Then you gonna get out and kill a nigga.
Block of South Stony Island, South Shore neighborhood. A man named Donnell Boyd, 40 years old, dressed in a red jacket and hat, was also at the local gas station at this address. In front of him is an unidentified woman, and this is exactly how that encounter went down.
Can I get a pack of Capri ones when you make that long? 19.
That good smoke.
to stop it there. The man Donnell Boyd was arguing with later shot him 7 times.
Damn.
Later identified as 41-year-old Jonathan Robinson. Apparently that was his girl. He ain't like how he was looking at her.
Gas station overnight turned deadly. Now police are searching for a shooter.
Our Sarah Maki was in Grand Crossing talking to employees about the murder just feet from their front door.
It happened here at 1:15 in the morning. Only one overnight clerk inside the station, but employees who arrived hours after the crime tell us the entire thing was caught on surveillance video.
Caller states that a person is shot on the ground. The male is not breathing. We got fire rolling that way.
Employees couldn't share video of the overnight incident, but told us it looked like the people involved were strangers. They tell us a woman was here to buy something when a 40-year-old man who didn't seem to know her approached. The woman did not seem interested, they tell us, and told us another man got involved, seemingly on her behalf. But even as the woman tried to leave, a fight between the two men continued. The man who was already with the woman pulled out a gun and fired at the 40-year-old before the two left.
What are you talking about?
See, that's the shit I don't be liking, man. Get the info right, bro. It wasn't no fight. Y'all talking about a fight broke out between them. Then she gonna lift the gun and point the blicky. No, it was no fight. It was no one nigga that was tender, and he got out of the car and wanted to start busting.
Multiple fishing.
Police were here for hours collecting evidence and returned later for the surveillance video.
Were they on foot or in a car?
They fled in a white vehicle, unknown make or model. The female was wearing a brown jacket, black leggings. That's all the info they have at this time.
Employees wouldn't talk to us on camera, but tell us they are upset by the rounds of gunfire that led to murder just feet from their front doors.
The crime scene going to consist of around 11 shell cases, a vehicle with a plate, white socks, and then our victim.
Police tell us they haven't made any arrests for this crime. Area 1 detectives are investigating. They also are not releasing the name of that 40-year-old man because they are trying to track down his...
Now, this incident happened 5+ days ago, but the surveillance footage has been leaked online less than 24 hours. And the sister of Donnell had went to Facebook and said the following: I just watched this man shoot my brother down for no reason, all because he said he got good smoke. You crazy. Ain't you sick in the head for this one? I hate I even watched that bullshit. You wrong, dude. He deserved to be done the same way. Y'all don't even have a heart anymore. And Donnell later got arrested May 16, 2025, with his next court appearance being June 4th, 2025. He's held on a no bond. But there you have it, fam. This was the story of a Chicago man who decided to take the life of another man on camera, all because he looked at his girl and said he had good smoke, allegedly. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Want to say rest in peace to the victim and love and condolences to his family. We send prayers to whoever was affected by the story we just talked about. Talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then,
Damn, fam. Yeah, that's crazy, gang. That's crazy work.